Love you, Rebecca. This is just a little clip from my last video on the skies, white sky. Now see the sun. I mean this white sun. If it goes into a contrast, now you can't see it with the white sky. The difference. Same color. Oh, well. Can anyone see the sun? With all those sprays all the time, what are they covering up out there? Anyone see the sun there? Like you might know that I follow Rick Spear. He's bit of my David Icke, you know, like he's looks into things and all. This is the name of the video here. But I was telling you about that ultimate experience I tried. It was called the Ultimate Experience. $70 you buy it. You get 2 puffs in it. Me and one other tried it, and I had my experience. The other guy lost like $5,000 that night. Freaking was running around chasing his tail the next day. So everybody gets different experience. Okay, guys.
You'll notice that there's different wills within wills, and there's different segments. Each one represents a particular dimension or emotion or a karmic debt, but the Yama's feeding off of it all.
Now is that the moon? Like I just showed that then because that you can look into this, but David Icke, he's got things about the moon. Okay, so they're all their different sites, this wheel, and he's talking about his experience on something. And I've only ever tried that Ultimate Experience once, and I got told about it 5 years earlier, and I waited till the right moment or this and that, and just
was just as frightening, but it was a little bit different.
And
I was going in these cycles here that I just shared with you, and the cycles that it was taking me into, I was getting down, and when I would get really far down,
but that death experience, couple what I've told you about, like it's inside the cube, like I say, the cube.
And I also remember these guardians. I pasted it, I read it, went into deep thought, did some other research, and I want to share this with you. And I want to get your take on the reincarnation process. Where do you believe you go after this physical experience? Do you believe in the soul? Do you believe you'll be reincarnated as another human, animal, insect?
What I seen when I was at out in the bush with the hippies on one side and the Aborigines on the other, it was like the afterlife or before life. They were like sitting there, that spot bubble that. Well, I first said to a scientist guy, I said, can you see atoms and molecules? And he goes, no, not with the naked eye. And I go, I got this one, what follows me around? And, yeah. But the Swiss guy, he knew what I was talking about, okay? So, that really go before, and it opened up once, at that, I was told here and there it opens up, but one time it opened up and it was like this other world was watching me. It was like they were sitting there, the people were sitting there, and it was like they were watching a TV, like I was their TV, or the world I was in or around me, the whole event, what was happening at the protest and all that, out in the bush where we were saving the water and all that. It was like that was their, I feel like they're watching our actions, like our what certain people are doing.
My God, a planet. Do you believe that it's just nothing? Whatever your belief, I'm not here to change that. I'm here to share with you some powerful information that has been recorded from remote viewers around the world. There have been thousands of studies.
So when I was saying that I was standing on black, black was above, and all around was white.
Information in ways that are fascinating, almost Jedi-like.
Each step I took forward,
it's from exercises of the mind.
it looked like it was all around white, but as I kept stepping, I'm walking on the black, and the white just kept opening, like it just like a corridor.
Yourself and different exercises, etc.
Like the YouTube.
You can read about the military protocols, and you can actually verify your results
this is,
with others. Information is accurate. What is fascinating is the amount of people that pick up.
I'd sense like that, how David Icke is talking about the moon,
the soul,
like something like that.
And a soul harvesting technology now around the world.
Now, this is what I've discovered
and paying attention.
When I say about Jacob, who became Israel, with the strange man. This is the experience what I can see. This is I don't know these ancient interpretations, but this is, I can feel this is a way of describing it, because it's very hard to express describe something coming out of you and just like becoming all part of like everything.
Of energizing something else. Clockwork, nature, over long expanses of time, very high-tech, shielded around the globe. So high-tech, it's almost like magic. Magnetic vice squeezing tightly around the planet. People are lost, they don't understand what's happening. Souls are being bent back towards the planet. It's like a reincarnation.
Okay, I thought it... Remember I said I thought I had it right. I was living the existence of this mechanism. Then he told me about the frequency in the organism, because it's alive. It's an organism alive, and a vibration of sound, the frequency.
Grid. What happens to the soul? Question mark. The mind and body is splayed and fractured each time it's pulled back into the reincarnation grid. Something is actually extracted during that process. It's taken without conscious awareness of the soul. And this is taken to power something else entirely. Brett uses the analogy of extracting honey from the bees. Souls are being fed on by external parasitic forces, or a force, some warped, sadistic, and twisted force is being the agitator in this process. So how did it begin? Well, the planet was viewed with extreme envy by this external force.
The bad spirit is jealous.
At that time, there was no reincarnation grid, and a massive battle ensued.
There is no heaven out there. The battles happened, and this is where we're standing here right now.
Earth was given up.
These 4 golden aliens came down here to teach them the art of this manuscript.
Moksha, question mark. Brett describes the release of the soul from the body as cosmic particles being expelled from the center of the nervous system, and technically has the freedom to go anywhere instead of being trapped in this finite archon manipulated situation.
Okay, and that's the false heaven.
This is also dependent
what he's talking about there, that's the false heaven,
via which the soul exits the body. A 45-degree angle was actually mentioned. If this is attained, there is a group of beings that will help soul escape. It's like they're the safety rope. Brett also feels that this group is connected to the one that was formerly protecting the planet. Fear also prevents most from escaping. Achieving moksha is analogous to having all the vice grips and cables being ripped out of the head and finally being liberated. Why was the system created? The control system is just a small component of a larger system. The controllers are like demons in a sense. The alchemical process of the mayhem
Y and Z. So when I was out here the other night, and I'm up here, and the moon's like there, and you see two like stars there and there. I'm saying in that video, the straight line, this straight line, and then I say about how Cain, he took a crooked path. Well, there were two stars there, and the moon was up there. So the straight line was between the two paths. The moon was above. So when on a crooked line, well, instead of being on the straight line, boom! A thought got him from there and took him on a crooked path because he came back down. But he took a crooked path. He went on the crooked road. And because say you're total pure in heart, and you know not to go and kill, especially in blood and this and that, and especially not for greed and jealousy and control. That's totally the not the way for the straight line. So just seeing how that moon, and just hearing specs of people like David Icke saying that it's like a Darth Vader, like some sort of thing like that, you know. And then that other picture what I showed you of on Rex's then, and you can see, you know, there's a thought there. And if you're going to look into that of David Icke and this and that, one to look at the Māoris have got a myth about the moon, okay, of a man being trapped in the moon, okay, and I've mentioned this before on things, on how things went, because a king killed children because he heard that a man was going to come and dream. His queen or wife or something like that at the time wanted John the Baptist's head, okay. Look, okay, so, and then you've got this moon, and you can see those faces on that thing and all. So I'm just showing you, because this is video sort of like a whole roundabout of what I'm putting together, because it's very hard to express and explain these things and this and that, but to me too, like even me the other night when I'm saying about the straight line, you see that spot there and there, I've told you this before, it's like I'm talking to another Bruce. I am Gemini, 31st of May 1968, that I get verified from my own videos, okay? Because I don't have anything scripted. The Holy Spirit works around me. Many around us. I have to say sorry about that too, about my channel. This is all ours, you know. But I've said about, I've got my Fijian gear on at the moment. This is my, when I go over to Fiji, my Fijian gear. Oh, my son. Oh, look, he's Dimitri's never ridden one of these before, because just at autism, it's very... Oh, you're learning! Congratulations! And... Oh, it's okay. Ouch. Come, I got you. It's okay. Be brave, be brave. Kiss a lot. Oh, here, I got you. Here. Let's kiss it better. Let's kiss it better. Oh, better now. We put it back. Love you all. Peace out.